That's what they call a road rage.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the X-Transbots Gravestone trailer and Monolith. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front, we have a nice piece of artwork of Monolith, aka Menasor, on the top of the box, X-Transbots, bloody bloody bloody. On this side we have the base model. On the other side of the box we have the trailer model. On the back of the box you have your 5 Stunticons or Berserkers that combine to form Monolith. They have a nice picture of Monolith. On the bottom of the box we have a very G1-y tech spec card. You got a bio or Monolith if you want it. Monolith Crush! But here you can read that on your own time. You got a QR code if you want to scan it. Go ahead, free scan on me. Warning, don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And we have Sad Pac-Man, where we get these in Transformers reviews. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is a collector's card with that same piece of artwork there of Monolith, even though it says Gravestone on it. It's Monolith, but on this side, again, you have that bio if you want to read it again, tech specs if you want to see them again. Hooray for cards! And moving right along, here we have the trailer for X-Transbots Gravestone, their Motormaster, and this is the final component that we need to finally complete the mighty Menasor. And yeah, here's the trailer. It looks like a trailer, just a long box on wheels. You have the metallic purple stripe going down the side. You have these little support pieces as well. Got some stuff and things and stuff. You got some silvers, some gunmetal grays, silver rims, all that good stuff. You do get rubber tires. And look at the back here. You can see some nice detail. Got the tail lights done in red with some nice trim. And the red and white back there. And all that good stuff. You even got like some fans and whatnot molded up top. That's a whole lot of panels because there's a whole lot of panels. And there is the bottom. Everything tucks away and hides away quite well. And for a quick comparison, I'm not going to do too many comparisons. I'm only going to do one comparison because we got a lot to do here, so we're going to try to keep this moving. So here it is with MP44's trailer. Just so you can kind of get a sense here of the length of this trailer. The DX9 trailer is still the longest by far, but yeah, you can see it's a pretty sizable trailer here for Motormaster. So there you have that. You do get the weapons for combined mode. You get the big combined mode gun here, which is all folded up. And you just bring down the handle, pull out the barrel. There you have the full combined mode gun. And it compacts for easy storage. You also get the sword, which also folds up for easy storage. And you can store the sword on the trailer, although it's weird how this works because you can only store this on the trailer when it's bare like this. If you have Motormaster attached to the trailer, you can't store this. It's really weird, but I'll show you how this works. So down here you have this clip, this groove right here, and it's going to go into this, or this is going to go into the clip rather. And you just take this and it just slides down. You have to give it a little wiggle waggle. You just slide it down. And of course now it's going to fight me. Why? Because the camera's on. That's why. There you go. You just slide that down like so, fold that up, and that's how that stores. Now when you have the sword here, as you can see, like this takes up real estate that the cab is going to take up, so you can't actually store the sword when the cab is attached. So it's really weird how that works, but hey, it's a thing. It's a decision that they made for some reason. What would have been smarter, honestly, is if they used this connection right here. And this is to store the sword on Menasor's back. If they had used this, you could have plugged that right there, like so, and there'd be plenty of room for Motormaster and the sword. That would have made more sense, but they don't. But alrighty, as far as the gun goes, the instructions don't say anything about how to store the gun. Doesn't seem like there is a way to store it. I don't know, maybe there is, but the instructions say nothing, so whatever. I guess you could probably, oh, you can open up the back here. Like that. I don't know, I guess maybe you can, there you go, you can check it back there. Actually, no, there's enough space for it. Oh, no, there is. If you wiggle it around a little bit, of course things come undone when you do that. And there you go. There you go. Store it in the back. Just chuck it in the back. That's what you can do there. As you can see, again, this can open up. You got the ramp there with the metallic purple. You can fit a Stunticon in here. You can get one of them in there if the combined mode hands are not in the way, which they always are. If you keep those hands up, you're supposed to stay up, but they don't. You can't fit them in there, but the combined mode hands, they drop down and they get in the way, and that's really annoying. That's really annoying. One of the many annoying things about this, honestly. But you can do it. It's doable. You just have to get those hands out of the way. But you can fit a car in there if you want to fit a car in there. But who's really buying this to do that? Really, who's buying it for that? But hey, all things you can do if you want to do it. But now let's bring in the master of motors himself, and we shall attach him. So first thing we need to do is we need to move these out of the way. So these lock in place. To unlock them, you just slide them down, and then they will just fold right back. So just slide it in, that folds right back, and you have the connector right there. And you just get all this lined up as best you can. Yep. It's hard to see. There we go. We can just bring all this down. Try to be fancy about it and do it without doing that, but there we go. Pop that down, and there you go. There you have the full-on Motormaster experience there. And you can rotate and all that good stuff. And you can roll as rolling things should. Hooray, hooray for rolling. So there you have the completed Motormaster. Yay! But that is basically it for the trailer, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? That's just going to end all kinds of bad words. So let's just remove this. We need to bring these supports back out, lock them into place, can just slide them out to lock them, and we can commence. Now this does have a base mode, as you saw on the box. The base mode is honestly a lot of work. It's kind of maximum effort for minimal results, but hey, I have to show it, I guess, because I guess I just have to show it. But you know, okay. This is one of those transformations, by the way. I'll tell you right now, this is one of those. It's one of those. But we shall persevere, we shall endure. But okay, first thing we need to do is we do need to extend these support legs. Just bring those out, and we need to come under here to these wheels. You can see you have these faux wheels. You want to untab them and slide them up, or slide them down, depending on how you have this oriented. But you just want to bring it out and snap that back in, and there you go. You're pretty much done there. So you've done all that. And now we are going to come, where are we? We are getting started from here. So, I'm going to come here, undo these pieces. You want to then open this up, like so. And you're going to untab these side sections. And you have these little triangular little locking tabs. There's a lot of these on this figure. So you just want to undo those and swing all this out. Get all that out of the way. And then you're going to pop these panels up. Pop it up. Pop it up. Pop it. Pop it. Pop it. There we go. Get all that up like that. You want to come here, take these side panels, and just bring those down. There's a lot of flipping and flopping we gotta do here. Bring all this down, like so. And once you do that, you just want to kind of take them, just kind of crack them in half. And you want to undo all this too. There's another one that goes in here. A lot of these interlocking tabs, they're kind of annoying. There we go. Just kind of crack them in half like that. And once you do that, you can split all this. And this will come out to the sides. Like so. And there's a lot of clearance issues with this also. Lots of clearance issues. They've gone back to the X-Transbots of old, unfortunately, with this trailer. They're just like, clearance, tolerance, who needs it? Yeah, they're back there. They kind of took 2 steps back, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so now that we are here, we can work with all of this. So you're going to take this section, just bring it out. You want to flip this in, flip this over, like that. And then you want to take the arms and just kind of bring them around. Swing all this around, swing all this around. While the arm is in this orientation, you can take this panel right here that has a Menasor's head, and you just want to rotate this around. And this is not a fun thing to move around, because again, clearance, who needs it? Yeah. Just get his head worked around like that, if you can. And then just kind of tuck it in. Just gotta tuck it under there. And pray nobody sees it. There you go. I don't think it's supposed to go that far. I think it's supposed to sit like right there. There you go. Like that. Okay. So, once we've done that, you just want to take all this, and it will make sure these panels over here out of the way. Again, clearance, tolerance, what's that? Who needs it? Okay, so just bring this around. You have a lot of double hinges to work with too, so be careful. And they do get frustrating because some of them just get kind of stuck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! There we go. Bring that down, and that's going to sit basically like that. And this will just lay flat on top of it, if you can get it flat. Because again, a lot of double hinges to work with. Sometimes they don't want to work with you. Okay, there we go. Okay, and that's it. This thing's already got me tongue-tied. It's made my tongue stop working. Oh, all right, let's go to the other side. Second verse. It's almost like the first. So, bring this up. Flip that over. Flip that over. And all of this will come around like so. And you want to bring these panels up. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all that around. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get all that through. Come on. Come on, seriously. Seriously. I mean seriously. There we go. Bring that up. Yeesh. This section right here, you just want to rotate this around. Just kind of tuck that in. And again, while you have the arm in this configuration, you want to flip this around. Like so. Work that around, so that way that purple is just facing up. Make sure these panels just kind of stay up like they're supposed to. But sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to. That back up. There we go. We want flat surfaces here. Flat surfaces. Okay. So then we bring this down, and again, try to make those double hinges work with you. If you don't like to, there we go. Bring all that around. And that will sit basically like that. Bring this down. Keep in mind I haven't spent too much time with the trailer mode because I don't like, the trailer mode, the base mode, because I don't like the base mode. And really, nobody's buying this for the base mode. I can guarantee you that. I could pretty much guarantee nobody's buying this for the base mode. But there you go. Flatten all that out. Get all that tucked in. And there we go. So, last thing we're doing here is we have these tabs here that swing around and they'll tab into here, and you have two back here that will go in up here. And this is basically to make all of this rigid now. And so just swing that back, tab that in, swing that one back, and plug it in, plug it in. Oh, sorry. There we go. Plug it in, plug it in. Swing this around. That will tab in there. If you can get things lined up. Come on. Like that. Flatten that out. Swing that around. Tab that in. There we go. Just get these little ramps straightened out. Angle them. Do what you want there. And we're pretty much there. And get that as flat as you can. Just get everything just kind of straightened out there. And what you want to do here is you want to open up these panels like so. And we bring in the gun. Again, just bring the handle down. Set the barrel. That's not what was supposed to happen. Supposed to bring out the whole thing. How dare you? Come on. Yep. There we go. That came undone. I'm going to have to glue that back on. Okay. Well, that's new. Apparently it was glued on. And I just took the glue off. Okay. I have to glue that back on, apparently. So there's a big tab right here. There's a slot right up in here. And you just tab that in like so. Now, in the pictures, they have the sword back here, and I don't know where it's supposed to go. The instructions don't say anything about how this is supposed to go in, because there's no slot for it. There's nowhere for it to actually go. So I don't know how they have that going back there. I genuinely don't know how the instructions don't say how to do it. Just stick it out back there. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. But there you basically have I keep wanting to say the trailer mode. There you have the base mode, and yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. Okay, sure, why not? There you go. You can put one of your cars there. It can be like, hooray! Woo, 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 woo. There you go. You can do things and stuff, and you have slots. 2 here. You have 2 in the back there. You can plug the other Sunticon's weapons there if you want. So arm it up, do what you want there. So yeah, again, kind of maximum effort for minimal results, but hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. So now let's get down to the real reason people are buying this trailer, and that is for Menasor. So let's do that. So let's bring this gun, put that off to the side. We don't need that for now. And basically we just have to kind of undo all this stuff here. So undo these tabs, bring those back in, undo those, undo that, swing that back around, undo that, undo that, undo that. There we go. That can be a little bit of a nuisance sometimes. Okay, so we got that undone. And now, don't you squeak at me. Don't you squeak. Don't even. You annoy me enough as it is. Don't even start squeaking. All right, so you gotta be stern with these things sometimes. Anyway, so all right, what are we gonna do here? So let's bring the arms out so we can flip these things back around. Get Menasor's head out of here. Get your head. Get your head out of yourself. There we go. Okay, come on. And his horns. Okay. Swing all this around. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong direction. That doesn't help either. There we go. Swing this around. Swing all this around. This is fun, right? Aren't we already having fun? We're already having fun. Alright, swing that around. Get that arm up. Just swing this around. Come on, man. There we go. Again, clearance is at a bare minimum to non-existent with this figure, so it doesn't make life any easier. Okay, so we did that. And now we can... what are we going to do? We're going to do the arms now. Just work on the arms. So what we're doing here is we're just going to extend this, bring the hand out on this double hinge there. There's a little panel right here that you flip out. You take this panel here, and this will swing around to the other side. This little panel, you just fold in, and then this will just swing around, and you can see there's a tab right here. It's going to go into this slot right there. You just bring all that around, get that tabbed in, which I am totally trying to do this by feel. And I did it. Yay. Okay, so we've done that. And once you do that, you just, you want to rotate the arm, and then it's on a slider. Just want to slide it up like that. And we got that arm done for now anyway. So now we'll turn it around. Second verse, much like the first. So again, we're just going to bring all this around, extend this out, flip out this little panel, and get this out of the way for now. Bring this up, swing it over, flip in this little panel, and same deal, tab, slot. Let's bring all that around, and tab that in. This section right here, you just kind of open that up, and one of these little side panels here. Then that'll just kind of tuck up like that. Then you rotate it so all the gray is on the same side, and then you just slide that up. And there you go. We got his arms done. And that's pretty much it for the arms, for now anyway. So now we got to work on all this mess here. So now we actually kind of have to stand this up here. What's the best way to do this? Get all this up right. There we go. Okay. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to flip this down. You got these little panels here. You just flip these all the way in. And again, there's clearance. Butts up right against that centerpiece. Flip those all the way in. Flip those all the way in. You want to take the wheels, these faux wheels here, and just put them back in their original position. Right there. Slide it in. Tap it back in. Yeah, these side panels here, these are going to just go in there. Like so. It actually makes life easier if you have these undone. Should have done that first. There we go. So swing these panels in. There we go. Bring that around, and booyah. So what's going to happen here is you're going to first flip in these panels again. I should have done this first. So much to remember here. So many things that flip around and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Flip these little panels in. You have to do that first before you flip all this other stuff in, because if not, it all gets in the way because clearance. You know what? I'm just going to flex it because I'm not caring anymore. There we go. This thing's a pain in the butt as it is. Okay, so flip those panels in. Once we do that, now we can make sure these are out of the way. You want to take this whole assembly here with the wheels, and this is going to all come undone. And oops, I forgot to flip this back in. So much to remember with this thing. So much. Okay, so now you want to take all this. This will just rotate in, and what you want to happen here is you want this section right here, this license plate section, to go behind this. So just finagle all this around so it sits where it needs to sit, right there, like that. So that's how you want all that. So you take this, bring that down, and this will come up, rotate, and come down, and that will form Menasor's chest right there. Alrighty, so now that we have done that with maximum effort, granted a lot of that was my fault because I was doing things in the wrong order, so my bad, I take responsibility for that. But so now we can take these arms and again fold them in, fold those the rest of the way in. So what's going to happen here now is you want to take the head on this armature here. You want to bring it up like that. We can turn his head around like so. So you want to bring all this in. There's a little groove. There's this groove right here. This is going to go over, so make sure all that just kind of sits where it's supposed to. And get all this out of the way. And all this should sit right in there. There's a little tab for it right there, like that. So now we come down here and we have multiple panels here that we need to work with. So just bring this up, bring this little section up. There's this little key right here. You can see it's in a key shape. So you want to flip this out. You want to make sure this is sitting straight, like that. So bring that up, like so. And you want to take this panel, rotate it, 180. And you want to rotate this 180 too. So there we go. Well, that's just going to accordion up. So what you do here is you have this key section that's going to go in there. And once you have it in place, which it is not, come on, go to your home, go to your home. There you go. And once you have that in place, you're going to rotate this little tab here, and that will lock it, like that. You can see there's another little key tab right here. So you basically want to take this panel, you want to bring it down, bring it in at a downward angle there, like that. And then it'll just pop in, and then you can straighten that out. Then you just bring that back, and this will just sit over that, like so. And then you just bring over this clip, and that will hold that in place, like that. And there you have that for now. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side here. And sorry, there's no real elegant way to film this because this is not a real elegant transformation, so I'm doing the best I can here. Get the arms out of the way here. So again, just bring all this junk up. Bring this up, bring out that little key. Put that up. Make sure that's straight. And again, you just want to rotate this around. Rotate this around. Once you undo that, you kind of lose some structural integrity, as you can see. So, what we need to do here, before we do any of that, is we need to get his head in place. Actually, now it's doing that, I can show us a little bit better. So, we want to get his head in place, and his head just comes in. You see there are 2 tabs, 2 slots right there. Just get his head into place, like so, and you want this little hinge here. You want this sitting like right about there, and you can see you have this post. When you bring all this in, you want to make sure that this post goes into that port right there in that hinge. So you want that looking like that. And once you do that, you can clip all this in, and then we can bring this up, get that into its home, rotate that to lock it in place, then bring this panel in. Again, bring it in a downward angle and bring it up. Then bring all this over, bring that over, and then bring over that clip. That'll snap into place, and there we go. We can snap in this chest piece too. This chest plate doesn't tab in anywhere, but at least the one under it does snap into place. So we got all that done, and there you go. So we got that going, we got things going, and you can see we don't have too much structural integrity right now, but we will get some in time. So now let's come down here. So what we're doing here, you want to make sure these sections are just kind of angled back some, and you want to bring down this panel right here, and you can see there are tabs, there are posts that will go into ports and slots right up in here, and that will basically give us some structural integrity. You see all that's on a double hinge, so you just going to bring that down, then bring all this down, and then hopefully if everything's lined up, it should just all just kind of pop into place there. Boom, like that. So you got that going on. So that gives us a little bit of structural integrity, not too much, but a little bit. So now let's work on, what are we working on? We'll finish up his shoulders here. So what you're doing with the shoulders is you just want to bring this section up, bring it down on this hinge. You could bring this back for now. And what you gotta do here is, this inner panel is on a slider. You can see it right there. There you go. Hi, hello. So this is going to slide over like that. Just kind of get your thumb on both sides, and then you flip this panel out to fill that in. This is so hard. You know what? Can you hold yourself up, Menasor? Yeah, there we go. Hey, that works out. There you go. I got him in this weird pose. This is interesting, isn't it? There we go. There we have the mighty Menasor. No, it's just okay. But it does help me, actually. It's the only helpful thing this thing has done for me so far. So once you get this out like that, you can then just bring this down. There's this little clip that comes up and secures that in place. Although that's as far as it will go. It doesn't go in all the way. It goes in that far. I guess that's as far as it needs to go. But there you have it. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just swing that around, bring that up, bring that back. And again, I'm going to just slide this out and then just flip out this panel right here. You just want to push that down, and then you want to bring out the clip. Bring out the clip. This one likes to get stuck on me because it just does. You know what? You know what? You know what? I need a tool here. I need a freaking tool. Get this out. There we go. Bring that up. Clip that in. Okay. There we go. So we got that done. We're good. We're good. Is everything good? Okay. I think we're good. And we can just bring these panels down. We'll leave those like that for now. And we can bring the arms up and then bring them down like that. Go up, around, and there we go. So we basically have the upper body of Menasor all situated and done. So there we go. So now we can lay him down ever so gently. And now we can commence with getting his legs all situated. So you want to bring these up. Gonna bring all this out. Now you got some faux wheels here that tab in. You want to just rotate these bits out of the way. Why is this side fighting me? There we go. Because everything wants to fight me. That's why. So you have these faux wheels here. Just tab into the side. Just undo that. And once you undo that, just kind of get that out of the way. And now we have to flip them back over. Flippity flip, flip, flippity flip, flip. Okay. So now we can get his legs all situated here. So you just want to open this up. Open this up. We got a lot of so many panels. So many panels. And once you undo this, you kind of lose your locking point for these struts. But no, it is what it is. But you undo that. Then you want to undo this. Side panels here. Like so. And get that out. Bring all that up. And out. Like that. Then you want to come here. And these will just pop up. These will just pop up. Like so, I got a little bit of a stress mark here because it was a little bit of a chore to kind of get these lined back up to go back into trailer mode. So I got a stress mark on that one. But that's okay. It's the least of my concerns with this thing. Well, not the least of my concerns. I have no real concerns about this. It's just annoyance, really. Not really concern. But once we've done that, then we can just kind of split all this. This will swing out. Get his arms out of the way. So swing all this out here, and now we can do some work here on these legs. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just bring this little section up. This will come up to the side. And this section will come up like so. Then you want to take this, and all this will swing out. And you have this little panel here that swings out also. And you're going to take his knee and just bring that up. You can bring this up and just rotate around, get out of your way, and all this will swing around and tab in right here and lock all that into place. You also have a little section here that just fills in the rest of his thigh. Just bring that down like that. And you got that all done there. So what we're going to do with all of this up here is you have this little panel. This flips in. This panel rotates around. These will come in, and these panels will just flip in. They don't flip in all the way. They just flip in at that angle. They can sit that right up against it. And then you just want to bring all this around, and you got a tab. If you can see it, little tab that'll go into this slot right here. And you want to make sure that that double hinge is pushed forward as far as it'll go. So that can tab in like that. Then you do the same thing on the other side. Just bring all this around. This you can just swing the rest of the way in. And that will just go into a groove. And again, make sure that double hinge is working with you. There you go. And that will sit like that. You can kind of bring down these faux wheels if you want to. And you got that going on. So now, what can we do here? We can work on his foot. Actually, just bend his knee. There we go. That seems to be an easier way to do it. Yep, kinda. Yeah, okay. So what we're doing here is we're just opening up this black piece here, and we're going to split his foot down the middle. This will just spread everything out like so. And this can be quite tight, but just work with it. I know one foot's tighter than the other. I think this is the tight foot. I think I started with the tight foot. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's as far as it can go. Then you have these side pieces here, which will flip out, please. There we go. Flip out and around. Yeah, lots of double joints to work with, just the point of getting them manipulated properly. And then you just bring that in, and you can collapse this back up. And flip that in. Oops. There we go. Flip that in. And then you just rotate that around. There you go. And there you have a leg all done. Guess what? Second verse is just like the first. And now he has two legs. Hooray for two legs. He looks like he's giving birth, even though I'm the one having the labor pains. But anyway, so let's continue on here. So what we're going to do now is we need to come down here to the wastial region, because we have some more panels to flip out. So you want to just come here and just flip out the panels on his butt plates, and then flip out the panels here on his crotch plates. Just flip all that around, and then we just bring out the side panels here. So he has the side plates, like so, and like so. Get out. There you go. Thank you. We can bring that in. So now we can bring this down. So you want to take the waist here and just rotate it around like so, like that. And you want to take this section here with the hitch, with the trailer hitch here, and you just want to just kind of swing that out and then bring it around and then swing that back down like so. So it sits on this side. These bits here, you just want to rotate around like so. And now we're at the point where we can kind of get things a lot more solid here. So what's going to happen here is we're going to bring all this in. Again, no real way to elegantly shoot this because it's not an elegant transformation, but we're trying our best here. Okay, so we're going to bring all of this down like so, and there are posts that will go into clips. So just snap that into place and snap that in place like that. Okay, just gotta get this out of the way for now. So now, to bring this up, this hinge right here is on a locking mechanism. So you have to push in this post here. It's on the side. And to do this, you just kind of want to raise up this section. So raise up this section, which will push that in and allow you to bring all this up like that. And now we can get vertical. And once you've done that, you can just kind of bring this down. And we got that going. So now we have to move on up to the top side. So let me get myself readjusted here real quick. Okay, so now that we have a better vantage point, we can continue on. So you want to come here to these panels. You just want to bring this out this will flip around like so. It's on a double hinge, so flip this around and then tuck this in, and these 4 tabs will go into these 4 slots right here, and that will just finish up his waist fuel region. And second verse, just like the first, so just take this and just extend it, rotate this around, swing it in, and then just line it all up with those slots, like so. And there we go. Now the body finally has full structural integrity. Bring those arms down. This bit with the trailer hitch, you just tuck this up into the body. Just kind of get that out of the way. And there you go. There you have the trailer in Menasor mode. And that is a pretty annoying transformation, but once you have it all together, it looks really good. I will give credit where it's due. It looks really good once it's all together. So let's move on with the combination, shall we? Let's. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to do some prep work with our Stunnicon boys here. So we'll start off with dead end. So what you're going to do is you basically just want to, crack them in half here. And you have this release button that you push. So push this and kind of give this a wiggle waggle, and should pop out. There we go, like so. That post will pop out. Get them back together here. And you just flip this in. So we just rip him in half, and he is good to go. And we're going to do the same thing here with drag strip, but we need to undo some stuff here. So we need to bring these sections out, bring the engine up. Oh, we need to split the legs first. So we can bring the engine up like that. And same deal here. We just have a release button. So you just kind of grab it and just try to undo that. Then we can put all this back together. Like so. Get all this back together. Like that. And then just flip that in, and we can just kind of leave that hanging out for now. And now for the Master of Motors, what we need to do to get him prepped is we need to take these side pieces here and just kind of wiggle those out from underneath, and this will flip in, and again just get underneath this like that and flip that in. Again, as always, cat hair not included. Get out of here. So once we've done that, we want to come up in here. We need to undo all of this, which requires a bit of unprying of other things. So I need my spudger here. Just gotta get things undone here. There we go. Just so we can swing these bits out like that. Put all that back together. So we can just kind of angle that forward so we have room to work. So you just taking this, and this is just swinging around and then collapsing over. Swing that down, swing that over like so, and then we just bring this back up. And you just want to take him and basically just crack him in half also. Just pull, and that should undo itself like that. Bring these little panels down. And that's how you want Motormaster looking. And he is pretty much ready to go. And now we can get down to the combining. Now, as far as the leg bots go, you can see we have these faux wheels here, and these faux wheels are what's going to lock the leg bots into place. So you just want to take the outer ones, just bring them down, get them out of the way. And you can see here we have these posts which will go into the ports right here in breakdown's rims. So it's just a case of just lining that up and getting that plugged in. And this can take a bit of doing because you gotta line things up just right. There you go. And get that pushed in, and just line up the other one and get that pushed in. And I think I got it. Hey, I got it. Nope, I didn't get it. I thought I got it. Get, oop, don't fall. Okay, I think I got that. I think I got it. I think I got it. And just get that pushed in. And then we do the other side. And get all that lined up as best we can. Again, you have to do got little micro adjustments here just to get everything lined up as it should. There we go. And right here, again, just try to get that lined up. This last wheel is always a bit of a pain in the buttocks to get lined up and get pushed in. I think I got it. I think I did. I think I did. Okay, there we go. Now we have breakdown in place, and we're doing the same thing here with Wild Rider, except his ports are triangular, so you have to make sure that this definitely has to be kind of oriented specifically. So just make sure you line up those shapes. There we go. We got that one easy. And again, just lining things up. Again, you may have to just kind of rotate the wheels a little bit as you go, just to try to get those shapes lined up. Which, again, not the easiest thing to do, but it is doable. There we go. I think we got it. I think we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Hooray! All right. Same thing on the other side. And just get that lined up. Oh, there we go. Hey! He's actually working with me today. He's working with me. Can we go 4 for 4? Can we go 4 for 4? Nope. So close. So close. I think we got it. I think he's in. There we go. All right, so there we have our leg bots connected, like so, and now we move on to the upper body. Okay, so now for the arm bots, and we're going to start off with dead end. So how this is going to work is he's just going to drop in right here, and you see these clips are just going to clip in right in here. Just drop that down, just push it in like so to snap into place, and then this faux part here will just line up with that just to kind of fill him out. And there's a post that will go into the port in there where he connected to the other half of himself. Let's just push all that in, and that will sit there like that, and you got that done. So now we move on to the upper part of the arm, and you have this little spring-loaded bit here, and that's going to clip over this section right here. So just, you got this post here, just drop it down into that port, and it's right there. And you're probably going to need a tool to help you bring that clip up because it doesn't come up on its own. So just bring that up enough so you can get that in place, and that'll snap in right there. And there you have dead end in place. So now we bring in drag strip. So for drag strip, what you're doing here is you want to bend the elbow at the bottom joint here. So you have clearance to bring this up. And you got these two little posts here, which are going to go into these ports right in here. So just drop all that down, like so. Make sure everything squoze in together perfectly. And that should drop right in, and this will come down and plug in right there to secure that into place. Now you have the lower part of the arm done. And now for the upper part, you have these spring-loaded clips right here, which are going to clip into these sections right here. They're going to go right up in there. So again, just drop that down like so. And you can just push that in, and those will clip themselves in like that. And just bring that engine down. There you go. Now you got the arm bots. And I mean, we pretty much have a completed Menasor here, but of course we have to plug in Motormaster. Now to get Motormaster into place, we do have to undo some things we already did. You can bring these up, get these out of the way. Now you want the the trailer connection, just kind of fold it up in there like that. But we do need to undo the sides here. Just kind of get the arms out of the way. We need to just undo this lock here, so just rotate this back up, because we need these panels to be able to come out, because we need the clearance. So just rotate this back up so we can undo that, and we have to undo the head also so we can get this swung out. So once we do that, we have to bring these wheels out and slide them down. Bring these wheels out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bring these wheels out, slide them down, and there we go. And now we bring in Motormaster. We have him upside down like this, and he will just slide right into all of this, like so. Oops. And he should just sit in there like that. The little grooves for his wheels and everything to sit in. And he just kind of sits in there like that. So once you do that, we can just put all this back together, basically. Just get that in place. Get that locked back in. Oops, that was not locked back in. I thought it was. There we go. Now it's in. Get that locked back in. And same to the other side. Just get everything back in. Get the head back down where it was. Make sure everything is going back where it was. Pray to the gods. That also helps. Get in there. Get in there. I'm trying to line up this post. This post a bit here. There we go. Get all that. Lock back in. His arms back down. Now, one thing to note is when you put Motormaster in, he becomes back heavy. He becomes quite back heavy, and he does become a little unstable. And when I say a little, I mean a lot, actually. It becomes kind of a lot unstable once you get Motormaster plugged back in. And oops, these side bits came undone. Let's get this all back together here. There we go, so we can get our structural integrity back. There we go. Okay. Alright, so once we have that done, what we need to do here is we have these panels that will flip out. Yes, more panels. Flip out these panels here and here. Come on down. Come on down, please. There we go. Bring them down. And what's going to happen here is you got a tab and a slot, tab and a slot. So just get all that lined up and plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. I have to eyeball it, but it should plug right in. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I had no trouble doing this any other time, but of course now, because the camera's on, now he wants to fight me because of course. Come on, go to your home. Go to your home, please. Where are we? Where are we here? Where are we? There we go. Boom. There we go. We set on this side? No, we're not set on this side. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. Got them all locked in, and that locks them in nice and secure like. And I think we got everything in place here. His head is not where it needs to be. Get your head straight, boy. There we go. So again, once you have Motormaster plugged in, he actually becomes pretty back heavy. So we kind of have to really work to balance him here. But I think we're done. Oh, we're done. Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. There we go. Hopefully you won't fall over. There we go. There we have the mighty Menasor. And he looks really good. He looks really good. The journey isn't fun at all, but once you have them all put together, he does look really good, I will say. But let's bring him over here so we can take a look at that noggin. There's the noggin. See? Nicely done head sculpt, in my opinion. I do quite like it. You have some like metallic red there for the eyes, which is pretty nice. Also, his horns are very, very sharp, and I ended up taking my clippers and just kind of nipping the tips off of his horns because he did stab me. He like drew blood out of one of my knuckles the first time I transformed him, and I was like, oh no, we're not doing that. You're a pain in the butt as it is. You're not going to be stabbing me on top of that. So I nipped the tip off of his horns because they're super sharp. But let's take a look at the rest of his body here. You see you got some transparent pieces, transparent purple right there. I like how the arms come together. I think that's really cool. His hands, lots of detail going on there. His big old metallic purple feet. Again, you can see how the leg bots just kind of working there. And, you know, Motormaster kind of becomes, you know, a backpack, as you can see. But all in all, though, it looks good. It looks good when it's all put together. But again, once you have Motormaster in there, man, he is not super stable because there's a lot of die-cast in this, and he does weigh quite a bit. But there you go. Now, articulation-wise, the head, it can rotate, can do a full 360. He can look up a little bit. He can look down a little bit, but you don't want to go too far because you'll undo that panel his head's on. The arms can rotate, can do a full 360. Can move in and out. Moving on down, you do have rotation right at the elbow. You do have a double jointed elbow, so you can get pretty nice deep elbow bend there. You might undo some stuff in the process. You have wrist rotation. You also have a hinge that allows the hands to move inward if you want to, and outward. The hands are fully articulated. You got a hinge at the base of the thumb there. It's more for transformation, but you have another hinge there as well, and a hinge there. On the fingers, you can see, you can splay the fingers out if you want to. You also have a hinge at the base, and hinge there and a hinge there. So nice, fully posable fingers. You do have waist rotation. Now, as far as the legs go, please don't fall. See, he's about to fall over. Now, granted, to fix the back heavy issue, all you have to do is just take out Motormaster. You take Motormaster out, he's fine, he's stable. But with Motormaster in, it's a balancing act. But anyway, you can raise up his crotch plates, his butt plates, all those plates to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward that far, and you can see it is just a friction hinge, but it does hold. It's pretty strong. Back that far, outward that far, although those ratchets are not tight enough to actually hold his leg up. You do get thigh rotation. Moving on down, you get good 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and as far as his little feeties go, and also you get rotation at the shin as well. But as far as the feet go, they can move up. They can't really move down, but they can move up a little bit. You have some rotation. You have ankle tiltage, and you even have a toe joint, which does not want to move now for some reason. But there's a toe joint. I swear, there's a toe joint. It doesn't want to move for some reason, but there is a toe joint. I promise you, it's there. There's a toe joint. And we can give him his weapons if you want to. Give him his gun, give him his sword. You can store them on his back if you wish. You have these tabs on the gun and the sword, which go into these slots right back here. So if you want to, you just plug them in. A bit of a snug fit though. Again, it's kind of maximum effort for minimal results, but you know, you can plug the gun, the sword in, and you can even, they're on a joint, you can kind of angle it if you want to. So you can have his weapons stored on his back if you wish, but really, he should be holding his weapons, because that's what he does. He's a warrior. He's a berserker, according to X-Transbots. So you just plug this into his hands. Make sure he has thumb correctly. And that just tabs right in. And he holds it like so. So you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all that good stuff. You can see he can hold the gun up quite well. And give him his sword. Again, get his fingers situated here. And get that plugged in. Oops. Like so. Hold that. So you can slash, 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 slash. Although as you can see, the wrist is a little loose. Gets a little case of a limp sword there, but it's okay. But there you have that. Now a couple more things to talk about involve his head. So you do get an alternate face. You can either have the just serious stern face. You can give him angry yelling face, grrr. And to swap the faces, just kind of pop this whole panel up. You're probably going to need a tool because this is in here pretty good, but just gonna get that popped out. Last time I did this, his face flew across the room. So there we go. Let's pop his face off. Then just pop the new face on. Get all that back in, and there you go. Now he's Angry Menasor. Grr. And you also have a light up feature. So let me just turn his head around. You can see you have a battery compartment right back there. It takes 3 LR521 batteries, which are not included. You will have to get those yourself, but you can get them cheap on Amazon. And when you get the batteries in, you just push the button on the top of his head. Whoop, and his eyes glow a nice bright red. And it works with either face. And even though the eyes look painted, the light still shines right through, which is quite nice. So you get a nice, angry, glowy-eyed Menasor. Grrr! So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with Combiner Wars Devastator. Here he is with the Toy World Constructor. With the Zeta Toys Superion. With the Ocular Max Bruticus. This is how it scales with Metroplex. There he is. With the Transformission Menasor. And with G1 Menasor, because he's precious. Oh, so precious. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Aww. And lastly, but not leastly, here he is with the DX9 Menasor. So you can see how these two shape up with one another. And they both have things that I like, they both have things that I don't like. Overall, looks-wise, I think the X-Transbots version looks a lot better. I like the chunky DX9 one, but this one definitely looks a lot better, just a little sleeker. You know, I definitely like the way this one comes together. Although the DX9 version is way more enjoyable to mess with, this one is not fun at all. This one has the fun factor. So they each have their positives, they each have their negatives. As always, it just comes down to a sense of, you know, your personal preferences. So there you have Monolith, and yeah, as far as the trailer goes, I mean, transforming the trailer is not fun. It's really not fun. It's quite a chore, but it is what it is. You know, once you get the combiner all put together, he looks really cool. I think he is, as far as aesthetics go, I think he is my favorite of the two complete sets that I have right now. But yeah, the fun factor is definitely not there. This thing is a chore to transform. And once you plug Motormaster in, he does become very unstable. He becomes very back heavy. Granted, you can fix that by just taking Motormaster out altogether. So that's only up to you how you want to work with that. But, you know, it has its pluses, it has its minuses, you know, it looks good, it's not perfect, it's kind of annoying to mess with, but overall though, I mean, he looks cool, I'll give it that, he looks cool, but definitely not without his issues. But hey, we have options, and as always, options are good, that's right, so. There you go. Now, if you would like this or any of X-Transbots' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Monolith playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the X-Transbots Monolith. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, home in your face. Ah, my greatest creation is finally complete! Menasor! And now the Autobots will tremble? Excuse me. Wait, what are you doing? Hi there. Oh, oh, oh! See you around. You know what? Still don't like you. Still very much don't like you, and I'm having a severe sense of deja vu right now. And what is wrong with you guys? I thought I made you out of sterner stuff.